My tough and beautiful boss forgot to turn off the meeting and she announced to everyone how she liked me. She also told everyone how sweet and lovely she really feels that the whole office was confused. But thanks to that, I was able to start dating my tough and beautiful boss. I couldn't hold back with the gap of how she was. My beautiful tough boss forgot to turn off her meeting and told everyone how she really liked me. Here's what happened after everyone found out that she was smitten over me. It was the 3rd year after I started working there, and I was still continuing to make screw-ups at work. Every time someone new comes in, I keep on telling myself that I'd be a respectable superior, but I never was able to make that come true. Every time something important was happening, I would just screw up, and I was always getting chewed out by my boss at the time, and she always ended up saving me. I actually secretly had a crush on that tough boss, but I didn't have the courage to tell her how I was feeling. Then one day, I messed up the time of an important presentation, and what do I do? I ran to the desk and turned on my computer when my department manager started walking towards me.
Good morning, Ichi-kun.
Good morning, ma'am.
If you're worried about the presentation documents, I've already corrected and printed it all out for you.
Sorry, ma'am.
You really need to learn the fundamentals again, like managing schedules. You want to start over from newbie training?
No, I'll be more careful going forward. I'm so sorry, ma'am. Yeah, I definitely can't ask her out when this stuff is going on. I'm sure she doesn't like me anyways. A few days after that, I was working away at my tasks in the afternoon when the department manager asked me if I was able to come to a meeting booth, and we were the only ones in there. Excuse me, did I make some kind of a mistake or something?
It's not that. It's about this project. I was wondering if you'd be interested in handling it for me.
Huh? These clients are the clients that you've always handled though, right?
Yeah. I have to manage more staff now, though, so I haven't been able to really focus on the small details and check in as frequently as necessary. That's why I was hoping you'd take my spot instead.
Me?
I mean, you make mistakes sometimes, Ichi-kun, but I think that you're someone who can put yourself in someone else's shoes. I think that you're a really great fit for this client.
I'm happy that you feel that way about me, but...
It's fine. I'll be helping you out till you get used to things. I really believe that you can handle this, so you've got this.
Ma'am? She quietly smiled at me after I said that to her. My heart is pounding out of my chest. I hope my face isn't turning all red.
All right, well, let's move to somewhere that's a little bit more relaxed to talk about the details, huh?
Somewhere that's more relaxed?
How about we go grab a bite to eat sometime? With just us, of course.
Oh, of course, ma'am. I'd love to. I can't believe that I get to go out and eat with the manager. That's like a dream come true. I continued to work and completely excited like a fool, until the day that I was able to eat with the manager. We were going to a cafe dining type restaurant to grab a bite to eat.
Ichi-kun, thank you for accepting the new project with our clients, huh? I'll be sure to help you out, so let's work together.
Ma'am, I'd love to.
All right, cheers.
She must have been really happy that I accepted my clients from her, because she seemed like she was in a really good mood. She was drinking fairly quickly, too. Ma'am, pardon me, but don't you think that you're drinking a little too fast?
You think so? This is totally fine.
You're not talking normally, and you're hiccuping. Let's just go home for now, okay?
Oh yeah, shall we? I'm a little drunk.
I'll call a cab for us.
Thank you.
I was supporting her body while walking her to the taxi that was waiting for us in front of the store. She smells so good, and I feel something really soft and squishy on my arm. What is that?
Thank you, Ichi-kun.
I walked the taxi that was carrying the manager for a while, frozen in place. Did she just kiss my cheek? But the next day, she was acting all tough and strict as usual, focused on her work. It almost felt like yesterday was just a dream. The days went by with no real changes happening, but the manager fell ill and was starting to work from home. I was really worried about her, but I wasn't her boyfriend or anything like that, so I didn't want to go and personally check up on her. Then we had a really big-time project and a conference, so the manager was able to take part in the Zoom meeting with a lot of the other members.
I think that if you just upload the results in the comment section, I'll be able to check it later. All right, I'm going to leave the room now.
She said that before remaining in the room. She must have been too sick to remember that she hadn't closed out of the Zoom and left the call. We were all continuing to talk about the meeting and whatnot before the manager's mic started to pick up her voice.
Ichi-kun is too cute! I can't with how cute he is. I just like him so much.
She's always so tough on me, though.
Huh? What? Wait, am I still in the Zoom call? Oh my god, what do I do?
The voice that we heard was definitely from her, but it sounded completely unlike her. I looked at all the other conference members and their faces were all frozen in place. Of course they were. Mine was too.
Everyone, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of loopy because of my fever and... Sorry, guys.
The manager actually left the Zoom meeting this time. I don't know if this whole thing was part of the reason why she didn't show up to work for a whole week. When she came back into work, she immediately apologized during the morning announcement.
The other day, I know I said some things during a meeting that wasn't meant for everyone. I'm so sorry about that. I was just saying something that was my own feeling and opinion, and mine alone. It's got nothing to do with the other party, so please leave them alone. We will continue to engage in our daily routines without treating anyone differently. Please. Thank you.
The other party, which was me, felt relieved, but a big part of me was also super disappointed as well. And at that point, the manager was no longer being the super tough boss that she used to be. Afterwards, the manager talked to me during my lunch break.
Ichi-kun.
Oh, hey ma'am.
I was kind of out of it because of my meds. I'm really sorry about that. I want you to just completely forget about it all, okay? I will make sure it doesn't affect our work at all like I have been doing.
I see. I mean, I'm fine with forgetting about it all.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, if you're really feeling that way about me, then I have no real reason to turn you away. After saying that, I could see the manager's face turning a bright cherry red.
You really shouldn't be talking about this sort of thing at work.
Then how about we talk everything over dinner or something, huh? Are you free tonight?
I'm free tomorrow. I don't have any plans.
Okay then, let's do tomorrow evening. I'll be waiting in that store that we went to the other day, okay?
Oh, okay, sure.
The next day, I was waiting for her like I said I would when the manager showed up shortly after. She looked pretty confused at first, but maybe she was just trying not to think about it. I think she was drinking quickly again. A little while later, she looked bright red once again and was about to get drunk.
You really are cute though, Ichi-kun. Like I always thought.
She started rubbing her head after saying that. I'm pretty bad with people touching me, but I'm not against her touching me. If anything, I want her to touch me more. Thank you. In the 20 years I've been alive, this is the first time I've ever been told that.
Really? Oh, this is not good. I probably shouldn't be this comfortable around you.
Huh? I don't mind at all.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
You realize that I'm older than you, and I'm also your boss at work, right?
I think that you're the kind of person who won't bring personal romantic feelings into the workplace, and I don't mind that you're older than me either.
Really?
And besides, you're too cute after you left the office. The difference in attitude is just making me so smitten.
Cute?
You're really, really cute.
I don't think I've ever been told that.
Is she unaware? That's dangerous. So anyways, yeah. I really don't have any kind of problem with us going out.
Going out? You mean you and I?
Yeah, is there any problem with that on your end, ma'am?
No, nothing particularly.
Okay then, let's go out, ma'am. I think this calls for a cheers.
Yes, let's do this.
Her face was somehow even more red than when she was apologizing at work. On the way home from the store...
Ichi-kun.
Yes? What is it?
Well, I've actually never really gone out with anyone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even when I did go out with someone, I can't stop focusing on studying or work. Then we always just ended up kind of fading out.
I see. But I really like how hardworking you are and how cute you are all the same, so you really don't have to worry about that kind of thing.
Really? I'm so happy to hear that.
Then the manager softly touched my hand. I held her hand and she smiled at me. She's got such a cute smile. I want it all to my own. Would it be alright if I called you Yomiko when we aren't at work?
Huh? Yeah, sure, I'm okay with that.
Huh? Is there a problem?
I don't know. It's just weird.
Would you rather me keep on calling you manager or ma'am instead?
I don't think I like that.
Yomiko, are you free this weekend?
I have to clean the house.
Can you do that on a different day?
Huh? Why?
Because you're going on a date with me.
A date?
Yeah, how about we meet up at the station around 9 p.m.?
Yeah, sure. Okay then.
I'll be looking forward to it. Have a good night.
Good night. I'm excited too.
We continued to see each other hanging out with just the two of us whenever we were free. Yomiko was perfect when it came to work and chores, but she was also kind of clumsy sometimes too. This is about the time that she came over to my house to cook because she knew that I lived alone. Yomiko, what are you cooking?
I'm gonna make bouillabaisse because the fish and shellfish were on sale today.
Wow, that's amazing. I've only seen her at that restaurant.
Well, originally it was made by fishermen, so it's not like they could make it super complicated, you know? So it's really easy to make.
She looked away from the stove to talk to me when... Careful!
Ah!
She was boiling water on the stove, but she hit the handle and some boiling water spilled out of the pot that she hit. I pulled Yomiko towards me and pulled her away from the water, and she managed to not get splashed. I'm so glad that I made it just in time. But I looked down to realize that what I initially thought was her shoulder that I grabbed to pull her away was something else entirely. Something much softer. Sorry, this was an accident.
You don't have to apologize. It's my fault that this whole thing happened anyway.
You didn't get any hot water on you, did you? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm totally fine. Because you protected me, Ichi-kun.
Oh, I'm so glad you're not hurt. I was about to lose my cool, but I managed to keep it under control. It was so soft and juicy. How am I supposed to keep it in my pants? Yet another day that we went out, she was trying to dig through her purse to find something after leaving the store. But...
Huh? What's going on?
What is it, Yomiko?
I can't find my phone. I wonder if I dropped it.
Yomiko, you gave me your phone to hold on to in the store.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry about that.
So yeah, she's a lot more clumsy than you would expect, considering how strict and perfect she is at work. At work, she helped me out, and in private, I helped her out, and that's how we maintained the balance. That was such a comfortable relationship, so maybe that's why I was just so out of it. That day, I had gone into work happy about the date that I had been on with Yomiko during the weekend, but then my superior started yelling at me as soon as I got into the office. The reason was because I had forgotten to contact someone that I was supposed to contact over the weekend.
What are you gonna do about this? We're gonna be over a week overdue.
I'm so sorry, I'll go and see the clients right now.
It's probably because you were messing around with the manager, huh? Focus on your dang job.
Huh?
You were in the store in front of the station last week, right? She was holding your arm. I saw everything.
This has nothing to do with my relationship with the manager. It was just my own mistake. We started yelling at each other in the office, so the higher-ups caught wind of it. The manager was called up to the executive office in that same afternoon, and she came back to her desk. The next day, I apologized to Yomiko about everything the day before, prior to going to work. I asked her what happened to the offices, but...
I was scolded to make sure I chew you out when necessary, but it's nothing that serious, so don't worry about it.
I see.
Besides, the reason this whole thing happened was because you didn't double check, right? You gotta pay attention, okay?
Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm glad it didn't turn into a big thing. But a few days after that, I started to hear rumors about how Yomiko was gonna be sent off in the middle of nowhere. But she said that it wasn't a big deal. What do I do? In order for Yomiko to not be transferred out and have her career derailed, I figured that me proving my worth was the best way to solve everything. I immediately called the client to apologize about not contacting them sooner, and I went to the company that handles our orders over and over to make sure that I could get everything completed and submitted on time. My actions were thanked by my client, and our CEO heard about how thankful they were. I was called into the executive's office, but there were all kinds of executives along with the CEO in there. For some reason, Yomiko was also in there. The CEO thanked me in his office, but... And to you, sir, ma'am, and every other executive in this office, the only reason that I was able to finish submitting this in time was because I had the advice of my department manager and her help at every turn. She's a great and caring boss, and I think that she will be able to lead our companies and our employees to great success. So please, don't transfer her away. I pleaded with them, and the whole office was just dead silent.
Ichi, what are you talking about? Don't transfer me.
That's what everyone in the office is saying, that you're gonna have to take responsibility over the Zoom meeting?
I've already reported everything to the people in this room before I apologized. I was laughed and teased quite a bit, but...
Huh? So you didn't come back after being called into the executive office because...
Oh, I was just listening to everyone's critiques and suggestions. how the project was proceeding and our staff were growing, that kind of thing.
I see. I didn't know that. Afterwards, I learned that we were having a meeting because Yomiko was going to be promoted to the general manager, and they were conducting interviews for her position. The CEO was also doing his best to hold back his laughter while telling me that too. And he had also said that there was no problem with us dating as long as it didn't affect our work. It was just my misunderstanding, huh? That's embarrassing. I left the executive office and went back to my office. A bunch of my coworkers came up to me laughing and telling me that the transfer story was fake. They just wanted to push me towards my boss. Later, I went out to dinner with Yomiko as a part of a congratulations for her promotion. Apparently, everyone felt like they were much more relieved and closer to you when they found out that you had a different side other than the tough boss that you are at work. A bunch of different projects are gonna go smoothly recently because of that, I think.
I was personally really embarrassed and didn't know how to go to work and talk to everyone.
That's why you didn't come back for a week, huh?
I was just embarrassed. At my age, talking like that.
I told you this before, but I really think that you're adorable for the way you are.
Ugh, you can't look at me with those eyes like that.
Huh? What is it?
Ichi-kun, you're too cute!
Yomiko?
What is it?
Can you not act all sweet and cute around anyone other than me?
Huh?
All the male staff really like you.
Really?
Yeah, so be sure that when you're out at parties and stuff like that, I don't want everyone to take you away from me, okay?
Ichi-kun, you have no idea how happy I am.
She held my hand, and I had to hold back my urge just to hold her tightly. Everyone knew that Yomiko and I were dating, but it was still tough at work, so no one would tease her openly in the office. She's much more cute and mushy in private, but I am the only person that knows that side of her. Afterwards, it started to become a regular routine for me to have Yomiko's cooking on the weekends. Yomiko, what's for dinner tonight?
Well, the pork was on sale, so I'm going to be making gingered pork.
Whoa, that's my favorite food!
Really? I hope my cooking is good enough for you.
I'm sure there's nothing you can cook that'll taste bad, don't worry.
You think so? That's nice.
She finished cooking, so we sat down at the table to eat.
Say ah, Ichi-kun.
Yomiko, you can't do that!
What? Why?
Because I want to see you do it. Say ah!
That's so good.
She looked so happy to be eating the food. She is so stinking cute. I can't hold back anymore. Oh yeah!
What is it?
This weekend, you know how we're gonna go shopping? There's somewhere I want to go.
If it's somewhere that we can just swing by on the way, I'm totally okay with that.
Alright, it's decided. I hope that you're excited to go.
Huh? Yeah.
That weekend, I went out shopping with Yomiko. Yomiko cooked at her house often for the two of us, so we went out to buy some more cooking utensils and some suits to match our pajamas and whatnot. I think that we're pretty much done with all our shopping, huh?
Yeah, I think so. But didn't you say you wanted to go somewhere, Ichi-kun?
Yeah, I figured we could go now.
Okay then, let's go, shall we?
We're here.
Huh? Ichi-kun, is this?
I wasn't sure if I should make it a surprise, but I figured if it's for you, it should be one that you're interested in. We headed to a jewelry shop. I was going to have her pick out an engagement ring for us. I can't pick one out that's too expensive, but...
Ichi-kun.
I'm sorry for not asking before bringing you, but are you upset?
No, I'm just so happy.
Okay, great. Will you marry me, Yomiko?
Yeah, of course. I'm so happy.
I'm happy to know that you're happy too. We were both a little awkward about everything, and there was a warm feeling on our lips. I hugged Yomiko as tightly as I could. On the way home from the store, she said,
Hey, Ichi-kun, what do you like about me?
Let's see, I like that you're all sweet and cuddly when we go home after work, and you act like a small animal, and how you're great at cooking. In other words, all of you. What about you, Yomiko?
I like that you're hardworking at everything you do, and you're kind and considerate. Also, that you eat a lot of my food and, I think I like everything about you too.
She gave me a sweet kiss. I love how she does all these cute things like it's nothing. Everyone was happy about our relationship, and half a year after we started dating, and the female employees were begging us to get married so that we could hurry up and have kids. The male employees wanted us to hurry so that they could see her outside of work. They were bothering us to get married. 3 months later, we had our wedding, and we were both celebrated by our many workers. Yomiko's on her first round of maternity leave. I'm gonna take care of Yomiko and the baby that's coming.